Hi, I'm Judy, and I'm going to talk about Google's Project Loon. Google estimates that the Internet is not accessible for every 2 out of 3 people in the world. Many factors can prohibit the availability of Internet service. Some are geographical, such as jungles, archipelagos, and mountains, and some are financial, like the ones that prevent Internet connectivity in the Southern Hemisphere. Here it is estimated that the cost of Internet service exceeds the income most people earn in 1 month. Other problems that could prevent Internet access are natural disasters, as in hurricanes, and warlike conflicts. Google has taken these factors into account and plans to bring Internet service to areas where it has previously not existed. Named Project Loon, partly because the idea has a touch of craziness to it, the plan is to use a floating ring of special balloons to provide Internet service. Google has already conducted a successful experiment in New Zealand. Project Loon features balloons constructed of polyethylene plastic. The inflatable part of the balloon is called the envelope. It measures about 15 meters or 50 feet in diameter. An array of solar panels lies under the envelope and serves as an energy source for the hardware. It also provides energy to charge a battery, which is used at night. Next sits the balloon's electronic equipment, which is inside a small box. The contents of the box include circuit boards that control the system, radio antennas to communicate with other balloons as well as with internet antennas on the ground, and finally the batteries that act as the balloon's power source at night. As you can see, these balloons come equipped with an extensive armamentarium. The entire apparatus spans about 12 meters or 40 feet tall, including the envelope, solar panels, parachutes, radio transceivers, and weather instruments. Even though the balloons are massive, we will not be able to see them in the sky without a telescope. In addition, specialized internet antennas shaped like red balloons are on the ground. They are placed on homes and have the appearance of a satellite TV receiver. Along with the balloons and all their components, the following are needed: control equipment on the ground, network monitoring equipment, and ground antennas. In short, the project combines a collection of technological devices along with wind and solar power. Most aircraft fly under 10 kilometers or about 6 miles high. This is also the area of the sky where mountains peak and rain takes place. The balloons will fly 20 kilometers or about 12 miles high. The balloons will fly in the stratosphere area of the sky, navigating the winds which generally flow from west to east. Google expects to keep bands of balloons floating at different latitudes. The stratosphere has layers of wind that go in particular directions. Google plans to steer the balloons by moving them up and down in the layers of the stratosphere and to keep the balloons near each other by catching the right winds. By taking these measures, Google should be able to provide solid internet service. To provide the internet service, Google intends to create a mesh network. A mesh network is comprised of interconnecting components called nodes. Each node has the ability to capture as well as disseminate data and act as a relay for other nodes. Since it is necessary to both continuously sustain connections and reconfigure around blocked or broken paths, self-healing algorithms play a part in the plan. This keeps the network operational if one node cannot function, as there is more than one path available between a source and a destination in the network. This is a method used for wireless connections. Balloons communicate with each other via their radio transceivers. They keep in touch with the network station on the ground via a second radio transceiver. This second transceiver also sends an internet signal to specialized antennas on the ground. These are the antennas shaped like red balloons which are mounted on people's homes. The antenna points toward the sky and talks to a balloon, which then talks to the surrounding balloons, which sends signals back down to the ground station, which is connected to the local internet provider. This creates a network in the sky. A high bandwidth is necessary due to the long distances that the network needs to cover. For this reason, the radios and antennas are specifically designed to receive signals only from Project Loon, and other signals are filtered out. Each balloon has the capability to provide connectivity to approximately a 40-kilometer or a little less than a 25-mile diameter on the ground. The speed of connection compares to that of 3G. The 3G capabilities accommodate web browsing, email, video downloading, picture sharing, and other smartphone technology, and have the capability to handle around 2 megabytes per second of data. Loon Mission Control commands the balloons. It also keeps in touch with air traffic control, alerting them when the balloons go up and when they come down. Google means to reuse and recycle the parts of the balloons. It will arrange to have collection sites around the world and can command the balloons to dock at them. Google conducted an experiment by enlisting the aid of 50 testers in the Christchurch area of New Zealand. The testers have the red balloon antennas mounted on their homes and plug their computers into it from inside their homes. Connectivity to the internet has been successful. Google has not divulged any information relating to the cost of the project, such as information on Project Loon's expenses to date in equipment or labor. It can be expected that the ultimate cost to the user will be less than the cost of satellite-delivered internet. If not, Project Loon would be a moot point. The issues that need to be worked out are not only technological. The skies are not an open area. Permission to use the stratosphere will probably need to be obtained from the country over which the balloons will be floating. One factor in Google's favor is that over 70,000 weather balloons are launched each year. This may help Google's cause with regulatory issues. Google considers this project as their latest moonshot, their version of a space program to reach the moon. Only this time the goal is to provide internet access where it has previously been impossible to do so. Google imagines a future as a time where we can use our cell phones with our current service provider to connect to the balloons and obtain internet access where it is presently impossible to do so. The world will be watching to see how Project Loon works out. Stay tuned.